We've got to the middle of the week, everyone. Welcome to the Happy Gaijin channel. I'm Nathan. Where we talk about Japan, generally not just about Japan, but this is a midweek stream. And you know how everybody struggles. I don't know about you, but I've really struggled. We're halfway there, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this stream. As always, gonna start off by saying hello to everyone, see who's here, and see who's not. um, Wednesdays are a little bit chill, and I've got to admit, it's been a little bit of a hurdle for me this week. I've had loads of things going on. It's been incredibly busy, and and yeah, I'll explain things as we go along. Yeah, you can ask Japan travel questions, obviously. You can ask, or if you have something that you want to ask specifically that isn't just about Japan travel, then you can also ask away. I'm very happy to try to answer. Hello, Japan, Japan is Japan. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to Japan, Japan is Japan, and I want to say a big thank you to Philippe for being my awesome moderators who are on my live streams most of the time, helping me out. And I'm sure there's loads of things that happen behind the scenes that I don't even find out about, and that's all in part to do with your hard work. I've been a mod before. It ain't easy. It's probably easier on a Wednesday stream when there's less people though. So enjoy and chill, enjoy and chill. So yeah, only one nights is in the house. Thanks so much, brother, for being here pretty much every stream. So encouraging your comments and everything that you have to say about my videos. I really appreciate it. It's so uplifting. I have a great community of people who uplift me, and hopefully I can do the same for you guys with my videos. In fact, this week I've received so many, I think more than ever, such positive comments from people saying, thank you for your content, and thanks so much for the guides, and for the live streams, and for answering my questions. And I'm in Japan and I'm having a great time, or I've just come back from Japan and it's been incredible, in part to do with the community and the advice. So it's been great. This is what I do it for, really, more than anything. When I hear people give me some feedback telling me that they've had a great time, and then I think we're doing something right, all of us, right? So, mod gang indeed. Best mod gang. Howdy Bojo, how are you doing, my friend? I hope that you're having a good middle of the week. Don't forget to like. I keep on forgetting people. I keep on forgetting to tell people to like, but liking is a good thing. It's a good thing. Right, let's see. Um, Gerald, good evening on Saturday. It's time to fly to Japan again. Osaka time. Gonna use your guide to the fullest. Awesome. Yeah, well, there's so much to do in Osaka, but apart from Osaka, there's Nara that you can go to. There's Kinoseki Onsen, which I have sort of a vloggy guide sort of thing that I did a few years back. There's Uji that you can go to, Kobe also. And if you're gonna be in that area, there's so much to explore. So I look forward to hearing what you have to say when you return. Hey, man with no life. How are you doing? How are you doing? Just roaming around. How have you pulled your socks up? Tawada, to comment about Japan, what to say about this sad place? Well, Tawada, I don't know why you are so negative, and why you even come on the stream to say such negative things, but hey, hey. Nathan, I thought of a new command we need. Q to show the questions rules. Like put a Q before questions, or a Ninja Monkey guy. Yeah, that's a really good idea. I wanted to find out, and I haven't had time, but I'd love to be able to find a way to make you, like you and Philippe and the mods, like an admin of that side of things, so you can add your own things. Because I fully trust you. So yeah, if I could do that, if you'd be happy to do that, that would be pretty cool. If I could give you access to Nightbot. Nightbot? Nightbot. Nightbots. That's funny. Back home after 2 weeks in Japan, think I have gained some weight. Too much good food. I think the thing with Japan is the two things. Um, there's two types of travelers. Well, there's more than two types of travelers. But there's a type of traveler that like loses weight because they're on the go and they're walking so much. There's a type of traveler who puts on weight because they're just eating all the time. But I think it's also to do whether you're a first time traveler or whether you're not a first time traveler. That has a lot to do with it too. So first batch has been made. Awesome. Rob Super Cool. Hey, Rob Super Cool. Ninja Monkey? Happy Gaijin? I don't know what to call you, but hello from a fan here. Well, Rob Super Cool, you can call me whatever you want. Call me Nathan. Call me Happy Monkey. I don't know. But what I am going to say is I actually have my Coke Zero and I have a Coke Zero at the ready. I really need it today. And I have a Tokyo Banana, which is supposed to be only for the Sunday streams, but that's the kind of week that I'm having, and that's the kind of Wednesday that I'm having. It's been a little bit intense. So I brought out the Tokyo Banana. It's gonna happen, guys. It is absolutely gonna happen. In fact, part of the reason why it's been a little bit intense is because it's a good thing, really. I'm preparing a video for the weekend. I am preparing a video for a week and I've been preparing it for the last few days. And videos don't just happen like in a day usually. But I'm preparing a video for a week and I'm scripting and I've literally just finished filming it right now. But I've been given the opportunity to include a sponsor in the video very very last minute, which all of a sudden like puts everything up like 100% stress levels. So I now have to add a sponsor to that video, which is great because that's part of the reason why I can go back to Japan. Is sponsors do help the channel in terms financially, and they do help me getting back to Japan. So yeah. Missed your last few streams, being busy with the new job. Also, no problem, dude. I always say, guys, if you can come and you can make it, that's great. If you can't, that's absolutely no problem. The great thing is that you can pop in and out, and you are appreciated. Hello, all ironing our Japan trip this June. Nice. Traveling with a family on a wheelchair. Awesome. Listen, Anna, two preteens, six adults. Six adults! Whoa! Your videos and streams are very helpful to my planning. So excited. Um, Actually, Anna, I don't know when you're going. You're gonna go in June, but I have, and I haven't announced this really, but I do have a interview lined up with a wheelchair user that's traveling to Japan, or that travels to Japan very often. And it's I want my channel Ninja Monkey to be a place that's inclusive for everyone. For I'm guessing that's a wheelchair user, right? I don't know that symbol, but I'm guessing. I want my channel to be inclusive to everyone, and I don't want to just be able to give tips and guides to just body abled people. I want everyone to be included in my channel. So I have been looking at, and some of you know that I've been looking at trying my best to include special needs and disabilities, etc., to give as much information as I can. Obviously it's something that I can't do personally, and I'm a firm believer that if I don't have the answers, I'm going to find somebody who does, and I'm going to find somebody who could potentially help out people like yourself. So maybe I can have something out ish before you go. I'm not very sure. But another question I was going to ask you, Anna, is if you're traveling on a wheelchair, then would you potentially be happy in helping out the community with your thoughts after your trip? And maybe taking pictures, taking some video clips of whatever of what it's like as a wheelchair user. I'm guessing you're a wheelchair user here, completely guessing. Dogoshima, Hikone, and Oriase is okay. So those are the best places to go. I did get a supply of Tokyo Banana on this last trip, but I have pretty much one for each week until I return, each Sunday until I return, and I'm going into my supplies, unfortunately. I am going into my supplies. Did you know, actually, guys, that I have, this is the most random thing I've said, but a long time ago, I actually made my own Tokyo bananas. Like I baked my own Tokyo bananas and I made a video about it. It's somewhere in the archives of Ninja Monkey. When are you next back in Japan? Summer trip. I am back on the 9th of July, and I'll be there from the 9th of July to the 22nd or the 23rd of August, something around that time. And my trip is going to be kind of interesting because it's gonna be I'm going to be traveling quite a bit, but I'm also going to be spending quite a bit of time in Tokyo, just because I do have friends there, and I find that as somebody who travels to Japan so often, it's also good to have connections with people and have a little bit of fun and just have a little bit of chill time. So I will be traveling as from the 9th of July to the 22nd or 23rd of August. And more or less the plan is I'll spend about 5 or 6 days in Tokyo. Then I travel for about a week and a half, more or less. Then I return to Tokyo for 5 or 6 days. Then I travel for like a week and a half or 10 days. Then I return to Tokyo for 5 days, and that's sort of what's happening during that trip. And Japan. It would be so freaking awesome if you could join me for part of my trip. It's going to be kind of rural and kind of interesting, but yeah. Rob, super cool. Nathan, it is then. Okay. Your videos have been extremely helpful. I will be going to Japan next week. It'll be my fourth time. Dude, you're a pro then. You are like the perfect person to be watching this. Everybody here, I think the majority of people that come back, they come back wanting more. And not only that, but I find that people like yourself and Alan and Philippe and so many people that are there just roaming around, and so many people that come to the channel, they can because they want to also give their experiences. I don't want to update. Thank you. They want to also share their experiences with others so that they have a successful trip too, I think, anyway. So, um, can you help me on which areas to jam in day one with just taking one-way train? Shibuya, Motosando, and Harajuku, okay? Um, Anna, what do you mean areas to go to on one day? I think that one-way train, you could potentially go to, for example, Shibuya, and you could walk from Shibuya to Meiji Jingu, and from Meiji Jingu to Harajuku, or walk or go on your wheelchair, from Shibuya to Meiji Jingu, from Meiji Jingu to Harajuku. That's all that area there. Motosando is all an area that can be done, can be done quite easily, I believe. So yeah, that's a good choice there. Howdy, Bojo Pigeon is in the house. How are you doing? Yes, I will dock you too and send you to help more people like me too. Awesome, Anna. Send me an email. And yeah, I think it would be really cool. I do want to document, and obviously something that I can't do myself, but it's something that I do want to help people with. And if there's people that are willing to take pictures or small video clips of how they get onto trains, how they do at train stations, that sort of thing. Obviously, you're going on your vacation, and I don't want to put any pressure on you, and I want you to just go and enjoy yourself on that trip. But if along the way you see something that's of interest, that you think, oh wow, they do this do this differently, or oh wow, I'm quite impressed and quite surprised with how easy it is for a wheelchair user, then it's something that I think could potentially help a lot of people. A lot of people. Just roaming around. When learning Japanese, have you completely memorized hiragana and katakana? Pretty much. I would say that when it comes to hiragana and katakana, I'm just lazy. I think that a lot of the time, I see things and I'm just lazy. But I do know hiragana, and I know I think I find katakana a little bit harder. But ultimately, yeah, I know it. I know hiragana and katakana. So one day in Tokyo. Shinjuku, East and West, and Shinokubo, Ueno, Ameyoko, Akihabara, Kanda. Yeah, Japan Ichiban has some good suggestions there. I just read the question differently. I wasn't very sure if it was just one day in Tokyo, if it was just like one easy one way sort of thing. But yeah. Yes, thank you so much, guys. Philippe was so kind to use my Sakura mobile. Dun dun. I'm getting better at knowing where to point now because sometimes like I point the wrong. But Philippe was very kind to use my Sakura mobile SIM card, and it's what I use all the time when I'm in Japan, to be honest. And this last trip, I actually went down the eSIM route, and I think that generally eSIMs give you much better connectivity. The only thing is that when they run out, they run out. There's no real block or no slowdowns or anything with eSIMs, but you do need to be careful. So what I'm going to be doing is during my summer trip, I will be streaming quite a bit. And I will probably be asking people to help me financially because because the eSIMs are not too cheap when it comes to those things. Saika, Ohio. Well, konbanwa over here. Konnichiwa for those of you who are elsewhere, but definitely Ohio for a lot of you guys. Yeah, Japan and Japan also use Sakura Mobile. Loads of people use Sakura Mobile. Ultimately, what I was going to suggest is you go for whatever feels right for you. I've said this always. From the very beginning, I've always said, I put out my affiliate links, I give you my suggestions, but if you find something and you've read a review and it's cheaper, you go and you do that. You know, the only thing that's going to happen by clicking on the Sakura Mobile thing is that you're going to get a product that I've used before that I can vouch for, and you're going to get a product that will help the channel out financially. That's basically it. But no pressure. You can do whatever you want. Um, like I actually met up with a subscriber in a long time subscriber whilst I was in Japan this last 2 weeks ago, and she said, "I'm so sorry I didn't go for Sakura Mobile because I've been using such and such a company for so many years and it works for me." And I'm like, "Sure, no problem. Don't feel stressed or worried about it, guys. That's not the kind of person that I am." I definitely want to help people, Nathan. If you travel to Japan in October, November, maybe we can meet. I can introduce you to Dante Kavia, SoftBank commercial guy. Ooh, he is a good friend of mine. Awesome. Well, I need to have at the moment. I plan to go in. Would be around the week before Halloween, up to Halloween. The weekend of Halloween, I would leave. The weekend before I would arrive, if that makes any sense. That is sort of my the time that I have off work to go around that time. And yeah, I would love to meet you. Obviously, the offer still stands if you ever come back to to Gibraltar, because I believe that you used to live in Gibraltar, right? Which is so cool. There's very few people that can say that in the chat, huh? Or you used to work in Gibraltar anyway. If I remember right, maybe I haven't got things right. But the offer still stands. If you do come to Gibraltar, I'd love to meet up with you. In fact, if anybody does come to Gibraltar where I live, let me know. And it will be so freaking cool to hang out. And if I'm not working, if it's not during work hours, I am more than happy to give you your own private tour around this little rock of Gibraltar. Hiragana is created by women because they were not allowed to write in kanji. I have not heard that before ever. I'll have to look into that. I'm not very sure about that because I remember going in Koya-san, or maybe I've got things confused, but in Koya-san, I remember going and visiting the monks, the like wherever the monk that created the Japanese writing system, and I'm pretty sure it was a man, unless I'm getting things wrong. What does a perfect day in Tokyo sound like for the Happy Gaijin? I think Japan Ichiban knows this answer, and I do appreciate the fact that you're just helping me keep the conversation going. You're so good, dude. Before we start that, I know that this isn't the biggest like group of viewers like what I get with Ninja Monkey, but we can be more intimate, which is really nice, and I can get to everybody's comments. But I wanted to mention that down here we have Japan Ichiban, and he has his own YouTube channel where he has been putting out weekly walking videos which are really soothing, like super soothing. So if you are missing Japan and you just want something to put in the background while you're cooking or something in the morning whilst you're having breakfast and you want to pretend that you're in Japan, definitely that's where you need to go. Apart from that, we all know that he has an awesome Facebook community. But my perfect day in Tokyo depends a little bit on my mood and depends on how tired I am. But I've always told many people that a really good itinerary, which is sort of like a perfect day for a first timer, is to start off at Tsukiji Market, Outer Market, and get yourself breakfast there and sort of invigorate your day with the senses and the smells and the craziness that is that market. Then to go to Hamaryukyo Gardens, which is about a 10-minute walk, have some tea in the beautiful tea house that's in the middle of the pond, overlooking the skyscrapers and the traditional gardens is so magical. Then, what I would normally do is I would get from the Hamarukyo Gardens, I could get a boat taxi thingy, a boat ride, boat bus, or whatever it's called, to Asakusa. And from Asakusa, spend some time in Asakusa, go to the Skytree as a last sort of thing. That is for me a great way of incorporating all sorts of things, tradition, modern, tea houses. Not only that, but you go through the Sumida River, you go to Asakusa, Skytree. It's got everything. And then I think that because I think that Shinjuku should be tackled on its on its own. It's a beast of its own, right? So yeah, 17th of October to 7th of November, we should coincide then. Hey Mo, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well, Mo. um, Gibraltar, amazing ocean views and landscape. Yeah, well, this is where I live. Well, that window, I can see the sea. I can see the ocean. The sun is setting now. Actually, it's just set. It's actually quite late now. The sun sets. Thank you so much, M. Rider. I love the content with Pearl. You make very good. Arigato. First of all, um, a lot of people had asked me to make like Japanese for tourists videos, but I was worried. First of all, because I'm not a native Japanese speaker, number one. Number two, my Japanese isn't really that good. I know all the Japanese tourism lingo, and I know that when I've been with Japan in Japan, I sound more proficient than what I am. I th- I think really just because I've mastered those phrases and I mastered quite a few little bits like that. But ultimately, I wanted to do something with someone that could be trustworthy and respectful, and somebody that was in the community that people look up to, and that was definitely Oriental Pearl. I had a list of words. She had a list of words. We came together. We thought about it very carefully, and we didn't want to do the arigato gozaimasu, the ohayo gozaimasu. Didn't really want to even do the sumimasen. We didn't want to do those words are sort of like you pick them up. We wanted to do the phrases and the words that come up on the daily that people panic when they're asked. So when they're asked like how many people panic when they're asked smoking or no smoking, those sort of things. So I'm really happy with that video. It started off really slow, and actually it started off with not many people watching it, but I think slowly it's starting to gain traction. So you get out. Yes, Japan. I get it. Totally, dude. What is your favorite convenience store product? My favorite convenience store product. That's a very loaded question. Not banana, not Tokyo banana, but I'm gonna have some Coke Zero. Um, Strong Zero? Is that a convenience store product? I guess when it comes to convenience stores, I do like a lot of people go on about family chicken and fried chicken in convenience stores, which are great, obviously. But I really, really think that the undisputed champion for me is a freshly made um American dog. Comment now if you know what an American dog is. I haven't tried the boat taxi bass yet. Seems like you would recommend. Totally, dude, totally. And also from the same location, you can actually go to Odaiba, and also from Asakusa to Odaiba, there's a boat ride, which is quite a different, interesting way of actually, like seeing Tokyo. One of my favorite things to do in Yokohama, it's gone tea. Hmm? Yes, I lived in Gibraltar 3 months, then moved to La Nina for 2 years. Oh, and my friend owns a bakery in La Nina named Baking Bad. I will definitely let you know when I head to Gib. Yeah, please do. It would be awesome. You see, it's very rare. Like Gibraltar is one of those places. It's kind of its own little enigma, and people. It's like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. I don't know. Hamaruku was utterly destroyed during the Pacific War, but it was reconstructed so well. Yeah, Hamaruku is one of my favorite gardens in Tokyo, and also it's one of those places that yeah, obviously you find tourists there, but it's not it's not a huge garden. It's quite big though. It's not a really big garden, and you don't get as many tourists as other ones. Purple Goldfish 14. Good morning from Australia. 5:08 a.m. Dude, that's so early. Getting ready for work starting at 6 a.m. So I'm ducking back out in a minute. Don't worry, dude. Thanks for being here and thanks for saying good morning. Yeah, I'm very proud of that Pearl collab. I've had lots of positive, really positive comments on that video. Can you do more examples with Oriental Pearl, what to do at a convenience store, Japanese most common phrases and responses to Japanese stuff? I think it's something that could be done in the future. I'm not going to run out and do another YouTube like language video for a while, but it's definitely something that I would like to explore further. And yeah, if she wants to do it with me, that video we literally stood in front of in a garden in Yokohama, surprisingly. In Yokohama, we stood in a garden and we just filmed it. And I said to her, okay, I feel like this needs some examples. So next time we go to a restaurant, I'm gonna use the futari. I'm gonna use whatever. So I was even with Dying Goal. I went drinking and eating, dining with Dying Goal, and I said, I need you to help me because I'm gonna record myself. Mo ippai, sumimasen, mo ippai kudasai. Excuse me, can I have one more drink or one more beer or whatever? Oriental Pearl is cool. Yo hablar el japonés igual que español. There you go. Yeah, they will ask you. Tawada, we've been here before. We've been here before, Tawada. She is so talented in learning different languages. She has learned Korean, Mandarin, and Japanese. Feng, the thing with Oriental Pearl that people don't see, and I've seen because I know her quite well now by this point, I know her and Tommy very, very well. Um, and that is that actually she puts in a lot of work. She is talented, obviously, but a lot of it is to do with on the back of a lot of hard work, a lot of studying, many hours of study every day, and lessons. And she invests in textbooks, and she invests in all those sort of things. So it isn't just something that happens, you know, naturally. Oh, red bean dorayaki. I get that. I get that. I like curry pan. All right. Um, I will be in Japan in August, so I will have to give you a wave if we cross paths. Purple Goldfish, please do. I mean, I had quite a few people on this trip. I think this last trip, I was only there for 8 days, 9 days, and I had quite a number of people stop me. It's definitely been a record. I've never had at one point I had three different people recognize me and stop me and talk to me in one day, which was nice because nice because they were cool people and because they were positive and because they had nice comments to give me. I mean, I don't know, maybe one day I'm like, you idiot! Like you told me to go there and I hated it. I don't know. Maybe one day it's gonna be like that. I've never had natto. I'm still waiting for the day. Yes, that's right. Miyagi. So the monkey thing is because of Gibraltar monkeys, I guess. Yes, that's right. Ninja Monkey. Um, when I started my Ninja Monkey channel, it was really a place for me to document things for myself, and YouTube has free storage, so I would just like film myself and put it on there. And I had to come up with a name, and I thought, you know what? It was just a one-off. It was supposed to be just a place to put my first or my second Japan trip, basically. And I thought Ninja for Japan and Monkey for Gibraltar, and it sort of stuck. Oh, Philippe, sounds so good. In fact, I am working on an epic video. It's going to take me a long time to edit, but it's going to be potentially one of the most epic videos that I have ever made, with one of the questions that I am asked the most and one of the things that has taken me the longest to film. I don't want to give any more information, just in case there's spies out there watching my content and copying my ideas. Japan Japan deal. Next time we meet up, we're gonna have to try it together. We could do one of those videos that'd be kind of funny. Horse meat. I don't mind horse meat. It's just that it just so happens that for some reason horse meat calls me. As in, I end up in these izakayas and these restaurants or whatever that serve horse meat without really wanting to be there, and they give me horse meat and I just eat it. It's happened quite a few times. Starjan, hey Starjan, are you in Colombia still? Are you in still Colombia? Are you still in Colombia? It's been a long day. Oh my goodness. Have you ever had natto, Stargem, by the way? Durian smells worse than natto. Okay, okay, okay. I have 6 months to learn some Japanese. I just want conversations, no writing or reading. What do you think is the fastest way to learn? Definitely, for me personally, I would use Pimsleur. I use Pimsleur most mornings. When I'm in the shower, when I'm having breakfast, when I'm organizing myself, I put Pimsleur the half-hour audio lessons. And yeah, I think they're pretty good for that sort of thing. So natto and egg is basic food. Egg, yes. Natto, I'm still worried and scared. I'm scared. Horse is like a pet of a race in New Zealand. Not so sure about eating it. Yeah, I mean, the first time that I had horse was actually in Nagano. No, it was in Matsumoto. Sorry, I digress. It was in Matsumoto. I was with a friend, and we asked what the delicacies were, and they told us that it was horse sashimi, like raw horse, and bee larvae. So we ordered both. We ordered the bee larvae and the horse. And the first, obviously, maybe the horse was so good because the bee larvae was so mm, hard to eat. The bee larvae was difficult to eat, is what I'm gonna say. um, yeah, the bee larvae was very difficult to eat, and therefore maybe the horse was elevated to a to a manageable eating thing. But that was my first experience with horse meat. And since then, it's not that I purposely choose to eat it, it's just that I end up in places that serve it to me or places that only serve horse meat. Um, You've probably remember, for those of you who've been watching my channel for a while, where was it? I was in Morioka. Remember, I was in Morioka 2 years ago in the summer, and I ended up in a horse meat freaking restaurant, and I ordered, and the guy conned me into ordering like a giant freaking horse meat, different cuts of the horse thingy. Can anybody remember that? I had to like drink a lot of beer to get through that. That was difficult because it wasn't the best horse meat either. Because I had horse meat also in Aizuwakamatsu with Mariko-san, and that horse meat was freaking really, really, really good. Like incredibly good. Like soft, tender, really nicely marinated, like really good. But the one that I had in Morioka was tough and chewy and difficult to eat. I should start making note of these sort of like little mini experiences that I have in live streams so that I can compile them into a most ridiculous situations Ninja Monkey's been in. Awesome, dude. Oh my goodness, seriously, it follows me around. It does. It totally follows me around. Ah, Media Española de las Islas Canarias. Ah, cool. Wow, Spanish, half Japanese. Hmm. I don't know if you're a girl or if you're a boy, but pretty cool. Horse, does it taste like beef? It tastes like its own thing, and you eat it raw normally. Had anato tamagoyaki, and it was amazing. Had it with Luke and Choco. They asked the master to make it fast. Okay. Memorized, but it changed. Yeah, things change. I hate it when things change. I haven't been to Okinawa, but and I haven't been to Canary. Have I been to the Canary Islands? Maybe I have when I was younger, but I haven't been to Okinawa, and I will be going to Okinawa this July, at the end of July. I ate it by myself at 7-Eleven in Shinjuku. Ooh. Nathan dragged me and the wife to a horse meat restaurant also. Yes, this is very true. And there is a live stream with me and Japan Ichiban in a horse meat restaurant. But I assure you, it was not part of the plan. It's just like horse meat calls calls me. Somehow I'm like a bug that is attracted to light, and that light is horse meat. And it's not out of choice or options, is out of like it just happens. Hey, no worry, purple goldfish. Don't worry, dude. Um yes, Stargen. I met with Stargen in Tokyo. We started off at a standing bar. We ended up eating horse meat also. I've told you. I've told you. There's something, I mean, who in my life would have told me I was going to eat so much horse meat like across my many years of my life? I have no idea. I would never have believed it, to be honest. We are a convert. Can you explain if you are able to prepay city tax for hotels, or how much to budget for two people per night? Um, usually usually you don't pay the city tax or the onsen tax. There's two things, guys. There's a city tax, which are for hotels, but there's also onsen tax, and sometimes you get charged both a city tax and an onsen tax, and usually it's a fee that you just pay at the hotel. There are specific I don't remember exactly off the top of my head but it's not very expensive. It's not super expensive. And I'm sure that if you just search how much is onsen tax in such a place, it will tell you. And in fact, when in the past I've used booking.com, and I think that maybe booking.com included the additional tax when I paid. So it just depends on where you book. You hate real Japan food. What? Japan has been to the Canary Islands many times, really. More than me, then. Javier. Um, I am a horsefly for horse meat. Kind of, but not on purpose. I promise you, not on purpose. I mean, if I could choose anything else, I would probably choose everything else. But there was one instance that basically I was with Mariko and they prepared for us in this ryokan this incredibly beautiful Japanese traditional meal. But it was, I mean, I tried everything, but it was a little bit too much for me. I must admit, I'm not the biggest fish eater, and it was like everything was really unique sashimi and like very fishy things. And there was a fish that Mariko basically ate the whole thing from the head in, like, and that was too much for me. And the one thing that wasn't really fishy was a horse meat, the raw horse meat, my plate and in Mariko's plate. And Mariko said, "Hey, you have my horse meat and I have your fish, your fish." So, yeah, horse meat donations. I really feel like I should have a like a horse sound. Maybe that can be the next emoji in Ninja Monkey. What do you think? A horse, the most random thing. Let me see if I can get this running. Is it working? Do, 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 do. Thank you so much, dude. Let me add your.
Horse meat donations, smiley face.
Why isn't this working? I wanted to do the fireworks, but is it gonna come up? Let me write your name. Japan, Japan, Ichiban, not Ichiban. Ichiban. Why aren't you coming out? Oh, no. No? Yay! Yay! Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you so much. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you for the horse meat donation. Thank you so much. And arigato gozaimasu. I reserved my hotel in Yokohama. It says it's included in my final price. Yeah, I think it depends where you do your booking. JJA. There's JJI, a JJA. Is there a JJB, a JJC? I have not eaten. I have eaten chicken sashimi once, actually. Um, I did once, but I didn't eat anymore after that. Hey S, how are you doing? Nice super. Hey, Horseman will be angry at you, Nathan. Oh no, that is such a good idea. I love it, but I also hate it at the same time. A Ponyta plushie in the background. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, my favorite sushi S is otoro, basically the fatty tuna. And come on, who doesn't love fatty tuna? Am I aware of any special Golden Week exclusive foods or snacks? Not that I know of. I'm not very sure. I wouldn't be surprised Japan being so good at commercial stuff that they do like special things for that week. But I'm not specifically aware of that. That's so sad. What is it to do in Kobe? In Kobe, there's a ropeway that you can get to the top, which I really liked. There's a herb garden at the top. It feels like you've arrived in Germany, though. It's kind of weird up there. They sell German hot dogs and German beer, and everything is the architecture is sort of like a little bit like I don't know Swiss or German or whatever, like Central European style. And there's a herb garden. It's quite nice with a nice view of the bay. There's obviously the bay area of Kobe, and yeah. To be honest, when I went to Kobe, I was so hungover. It was the 1st of January, and I was really, really, really hungover. And I'm even surprised I survived the day. So I know the yen is down right now. How are the prices when you went back this time? Were they the same? Um, Generally, I think there's been a slight increase in things, which worries me for the Japanese, like local people. I wouldn't say that there's anything that I would be like, oh my God, like things are really expensive. Things are generally quite cheap because the yen is so weak compared to the pound and the dollar. That is a certainty. But it's difficult for me to answer that question this time round because this time round was Sakura season, and Sakura season is just a whole beast. It's its own thing. So yeah. Have I had Wagyu beef? Yes, I've had lots of different Wagyu beef. My favorite Wagyu was Hida beef that I had in Takayama. Takayama? I think I had Hida beef in Takayama, and that was so delicious. Right, I think it's time to pop open the. This is the Tokyo banana, guys, and yeah, I mean, loads of you. I apologize because I'm making loads of you intrigued. A lot of viewers who never even heard of this snack now go to Japan and they buy Tokyo Banana, and I always get nervous because it's like, will they like it? Will they hate it? Will they even think it's worth the money? Um, but I guess this has become in a funny way. It's just become part of the channel. Like the Tokyo Banana is a character in its own little right. Mainly because not monkeys like bananas, I guess, and it's Tokyo, so Tokyo Banana. I like them. They're okay. They're okay. I'm sure there are much nicer snacks. Maybe one day I'll change. But they have banana custard inside. Mm. So today I've literally been at work all day, and when I got home, I started finishing off a script for a sponsored video. I then filmed the sponsored video, and I've done a rough cut, and now I'm streaming. So it's been quite an intense day today. It's great for Europeans too. I went to visit friends in Alaska and was lucky enough to catch a king salmon, and it was a very yummy treat to eat. Not a Tokyo banana though. Mm. You can buy Tokyo banana, like you wouldn't really find them in konbinis unless they're a konbini in a train station or in a airport or something like that. Tokyo banana seems boring. Always I want Itokiri mochi from Taga. I mean, one of the things that I have to admit is that there are so many other treats that I would prefer over a Tokyo banana. 100%. However, Tokyo Banana is the easiest to carry and to bring back home. There are so many things that just like you can't really bring a daifuku or dango or something like that or fami chicken home with you, or can you? Mm. While Tokyo Banana comes, it's got a short shelf life, of about a week. But if you put it in the freezer, you can sort of defrost them and eat them as you want. Ooh, that sounds so magical, Philippe. I think that deserves confetti. Tokyo Banana is just okay, Logan's Rand says. Oi! I don't think it's anything like an American Twinkie. Somebody said that in the chat. Dying Gold said that in the chat. But to be honest, I've tried an American Twinkie before. An American Twinkie just tastes super ridiculously processed. It's so sweet that I felt that I would have to go to the dentist straight after having an American Twinkie. At least the Tokyo Banana, the sponge, is fresh and it's not super sweet. Hey there, M. Thanks for joining us. I'm not very sure how much longer I'm going to be streaming, but it's good that you're here now. Nice to join your live show today. Do you drink sake well? Have you ever been at a sake brewery? Yes, I have. One, I love sake. Two, I don't love all sakes. Three, there are different types of sakes. So you need to be aware of that. And four, yes, I have been to sake breweries many times, actually, many times. And they're fun. They're good. And the tasters are really cool. Tasting sake is pretty cool. You get an idea of what you like. And my favorite sake is sparkling sake, normally. And yeah, I have also been given the opportunity to potentially be going on a sake tour around Tokyo. So that's a potential thing that might be happening in the summer. Somebody contacted me and they're like, "Hey, would you like to come on a sake tour?" Which is pretty cool. I love the fact that the channel opens up opportunities like this. It's great. So it's not like McDonald's fries with a shelf life like forever. Exactly. Well, that's my point. A Twinkie, I think, like somebody told me that that a Twinkie never dies, but Tokyo Banana has a very short shelf life. Towada approves. Wow, I'm gonna have to try it. Tokyo Banana is much better than a Twinkie and less artificial. That's the thing. If I was like a Twinkie, it would be bright yellow and banana tastes. Only One Night says, I have some friends from Hong Kong who say that American treats are so sweet that they mask the taste, so you can tell them apart. You can't tell them apart. I totally agree with them. Yeah, Only One Nights. I recently realized, and I don't know if it's something about me getting older, that I find eating super sweet things really difficult, and my body's like, no, stop it. Don't have any more sweet stuff. Just something that makes my body go, no, like don't have sweet stuff. And occasionally when I do come across a very sweet thing, including Hershey's peanut butter, whatever they're called, that I can eat like one and that's it because it's so sweet. So sweet. Might as well be sugar. Even American bread can be sweet. I apologize, Jay Miyagi. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Gomenasai. Gomenasai. Because I feel like it's not for everyone. And it's more like a running joke of the channel. It's just become like a character of the channel, really, more than anything. It's just become the thing that I do. Not necessarily amazing, but you could try it. Of course you could try it. Why not? Let us know what you think. Um, Guys, I'm thinking, and I've been thinking about this for a while, of opening up some memberships on the channel, on this channel also. So I've just been thinking about how to do it. Um, Still not 100% sure, but yeah, I've been thinking of opening up memberships basically. Aversion to sweets. Yeah, I mean, I went to a, and also I'm not very sure if potentially it was a like like my body telling me that there was something wrong, because I got a little bit of food poisoning on Saturday. Um, oh, it's just telling me to keep on updating a software that I have. Stop! I don't want to update you. I got a little bit of food poisoning on Saturday from a tea party that I went to at a restaurant, like a traditional like tea, like afternoon high tea sort of thing. And as I was eating some of those cakes and those scones, I was feeling like, oh my God, this is too sweet. And my body was telling me, no, stop it, you know? And maybe it was just my body also saying, hey, there's something wrong with the food. Don't eat it, you know? The stream is not brought to you by Tokyo Banana. We need to get a Ninja Monkey Tokyo Banana edition. Lani, even my parents like Tokyo Banana now, and I think Tokyo Banana should send us some free boxes. We mentioned it so many times now. You know what? I was thinking the other day. Should I try to contact Tokyo Banana and see if I can, if they will allow me to go into like the factory or something of Tokyo Banana? I'm obsessed. Different emojis like on Ninja Monkey? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Oh, me socks. You wish Uniqlo had bigger sizes. I don't know how big you are, totally big, but they go quite big, really. That maybe the Uniqlo in Japan doesn't go as big as the Uniqlos in Europe though. That might be the case though. Yeah, just roaming around. I would love some Ninja Monkey socks. Scones or scones? Do you say scones number one or scones number two? Scones number one or scones number two? Which way would you say it? And I will go one step further. I agree. Scones. I'll say both. Scones. Um, with jam and whipped cream. But I would go further. I would say scones with a layer of butter, a layer of jam, and a layer of clotted cream. Now that is magic. Yes, do it. Reach out. I mean, that might be interesting. Yes, I bought them because of you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I asked to bring Sam when he went to Japan. Is into also what have I done? What have I created? Ah, okay, there you go. So you're a number two was scone. You're a scone. You're a scone. You're a scone. And scone own scones for Japan, Japan. Scones. You don't say that the British. Ooh. Have I not got it nailed down? Just roaming around. A lot of people miss that layer of butter, but that layer of butter, then a layer of strawberry jam, and then a layer of clotted cream, and that is like screw Tokyo Banana. We need a poll. Okay, let's see. How can we create a poll? You see, I think Japan Ichiban that I can I need to figure this out because I'm pretty sure that I can make you a moderator that can make polls. And maybe, like in the future you can make polls on demand. Um let's see. Is it no, I didn't want that one. I want to make a poll. Right. Is it scone own or is it scone on? Right, I've started. It's happening. Savory scones or scones? I don't like raisins. I don't like raisins. No, 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 no. Cheese scones are pretty good. Cheese scones are pretty good. Batter, jam, cream. Yes! Not cream and jam on top. No, no, no. Definitely not, guys. Cream and jam on top. I know people do that, and I think they're all freaks. Ooh, 50-50. 50-50? Are you kidding me? Oh, own 50-50. This is the joke now. An absolute joke. Scone and scone. The top one is scone with an own, and the bottom one is scone with an on. I guess it's both. You don't understand? Let's see. Let's see if I can find. Right, let me find a picture for you. Right, so. Ta-da! Kinda something like that. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about, guys. No raisins for me. No raisins for me. I have tried an American biscuit and didn't like it. Like the oily scone to me. Like an oily. I'm not a fan of spotted dick either. At all. Who is there? Awesome. Named Febs. Yeah, the British one is so different. They might look like biscuits, but they ain't no biscuit. They ain't no biscuit at all. Because a biscuit. They are different. A biscuit looks like this. This is a biscuit to me. That is what I call a biscuit. Just to throw confusion out there. And I know that for you guys in the States is something completely different. But it's interesting, no, how different cultures countries have different names for different things. But it's always so good to know that as Brits we're the first ones and we are always correct. I'm joking. I really don't care what you want to call things. Oh my god, just roaming around. That sounds divine, actually. That sounds divine. Scone fever has gripped Japan. I can imagine that happening. Julie, hi! Hi, Nathan. I just joined the stream and I saw people talk about the scone. I never had one, but I know for sure that I am really in love with the cho of the 7-Eleven in Japan. Cho? Yeah, clotted cream is a whole thing that is very difficult to get outside of Great Britain. Totally. It's so amazing. It's so mm. Do I cook Japanese food at home? No, not really. I mean, I made Japanese curry like just the other day, so that just because it's so freaking easy to make. I made karaage a few times before. Um, I think that things yaki soba, which are quite easy to make, also okonomiyaki I've also made here at home. So I guess a few things. Those are cookies. Those look like the cookies that you get in the tin that everyone uses to store their sewing kits. Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, I know the Southern style biscuits. I saw a whole program about the difference once. On my first trip to Japan from Spain in 1986, during the Cold War, we had to fly over Alaska. Well, we're flying over the North Pole all the time now as a result from Europe. Tea biscuits. We've had more votes. Looks like we have a winner. Ooh, it does. It looks like scone is the winner so far. Scone over scone. It's like a profiterole. The chew? Or is it the shoe cream? No, they call it shoe cream. No, shoe cream. I think they call it there. Yes, Japanese curry is so easy to make. I was always devastated um I went my when I went my your aunt's and they had the biscuit tin, but it was full of sewing needles. Yes, my aunt. I was like, what the hell? Japanese curry is actually British, always favorite in elementary school lunch. Yeah, I mean um, the British are quite a big curry eating country or nation, better said. And yeah, I can totally believe that. The national dish of Great Britain is chicken tikka masala, which I love, by the way. It's probably one of my favorite meals of all time. But more recently, there's been a debate about whether or not it should be the sausage roll, whether the sausage roll should be more of the national dish of the UK than the chicken tikka masala. Interesting. Shoe cream, yeah. Shoe cream, shoe cream, yeah. Once it's gone, it's gone. Once it's gone, it's gone. Yeah, I can imagine that. What's the weather in Tokyo and Osaka right now? I'm not in Japan right now. I'm at home in Gibraltar, but I know that it was about 23 degrees or 24 degrees because I was watching some highlights from Daniel and Yuka's live stream, and that's what they said. But they also said that it was 3 or 4 degrees warmer than yesterday. And when it comes to May the 26th to June the 11th, that could potentially be rainy season. So make sure that you do prepare some waterproofs. But it's also should be quite mild in terms of weather. Mm. Yes, definitely. You think fish and chips should be the national dish of the UK? Maybe. Yeah. I do like the curry bands also. Full English breakfast, 100%. I have to say that every single time I arrive to Heathrow Airport from Tokyo, the very first thing that I do is get myself a full English breakfast. Literally, it's the very first thing that I do. So it's high up on my list of things. I really crave it. I really crave it when I'm freshly back from Japan, for sure, 100%. Roppongi has good fish and chips. Nice. And I agree, it's a good choice. Guys, I am going to start ending the stream now. And I'm going to carry on editing like a crazy person. Um, the video. that I need to have done for Sunday because I have a deadline or before Sunday. So yeah, it's been good. Don't forget that there will be a video out this week. If you haven't checked out my how to avoid crowds during public holidays video, which is sort of underperforming, but hey, it is what it is, then please check that one out. And as always, it's been fun, and I'm already looking forward to the Ninja Monkey live stream chat on Sunday. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. A big special thanks and a big mention to my mods who are always awesome. And thank you so much for your support and help on all my streams. And obviously, you guys who just have nice things to say always. Always saying nice things. Really appreciate it. You uplift me, and hopefully, I can uplift you too through some of the content that I make. Anyway, thanks to Japan for the awesome super chat, helping out the channel as always with your support. Much appreciated, everyone. Stay positive, and we'll talk about what a full English breakfast is another time. Take care, everyone.